Curious, direct. If you own a condo in North Carolina, there is a very high probability of one thing being true about your insurance. You are either overinsured or you are dangerously underinsured. And right now, you probably have no idea which one it is. The reason for this blind spot comes down to how owners think about their homeowners association. Most residents assume their monthly dues buy them total comprehensive protection, but a standard condo association policy has strict limits. It pays to rebuild the outside of the building. That means the roof over your head, the exterior siding, and the shared community spaces. The moment you step across the threshold of your front door, that association coverage stops. Everything past that entryway sits in an invisible zone of financial liability. That gap is exactly why an HO6 policy exists. An HO6 policy is the specific type of insurance designed for condo owners, built exclusively to catch the financial risk that falls on your shoulders the second you walk inside. The core of this protection is what the insurance industry calls walls-in coverage. It means your responsibility begins right at the interior drywall and moves inward. Looking at this layout, you can see exactly what falls under your domain. The exterior shell fades away, leaving the items you actually own: the hardwood floors, your kitchen cabinets, the countertops, and the attached light fixtures. It also extends into the larger built-in areas of your home: the custom tile in your shower, the bathroom vanities, and the permanent kitchen installations all belong to you. Now, some associations will technically cover interior finishes, but they usually cap that coverage at basic builder-grade materials. If you tear out cheap carpet and put in premium hardwood, the HOA policy won't recognize that improvement. This means if a pipe bursts and floods your newly remodeled kitchen, you are on the hook for the difference. The association might pay for cheap linoleum, but the cost of replacing your custom island falls entirely on you. Your HO6 policy actually ensures the true upgraded value of your unit. It secures the physical investments you've made inside your walls, ensuring your renovations are fully protected. Beyond the physical structure, we have to look at the loose, everyday items you bring into the space. In an HO6 policy, this is handled by contents coverage. The easiest way to picture the boundary of your contents coverage is the upside-down test. Imagine picking up your entire condo and flipping it upside down. Everything that detaches and falls to the ceiling is yours to insure. That means your living room furniture, your wardrobe, the televisions, and all your personal electronics. This rule also pitches the major appliances you own directly, like your refrigerator or washer and dryer. They aren't attached to the walls, so they fall into the contents category. If a kitchen fire breaks out, a sprinkler causes severe water damage, or someone steals your laptop, this specific coverage is what pays to replace those items. While the walls-in coverage fixes the shell of the room, contents coverage acts as the final safety net. It guarantees that the personal life you've built inside that room can actually be restored. The biggest mistake a North Carolina condo owner can make is relying on a single dangerous assumption: the belief that the HOA covers everything. The reality is much less forgiving. Some associations utilize what is known as a bare walls policy. They insure the concrete and the framing and legally abandon every single item inside the unit to the resident. Even more generous HOA agreements that cover basic interior finishes will almost always include fine print. That fine print explicitly excludes any custom or modern upgrades you've added since the building was finished. Blindly trusting the association is a massive gamble. It leaves the average owner severely underinsured for the exact assets that make their condo valuable. To cut through the confusion, you just need to remember one simple equation for spatial responsibility. The HOA handles the outside and the structural shell. Your HO6 policy takes care of the inside. It combines the attached fixtures and all of your personal belongings into one shield of coverage. The final guiding principle is clear. If an item, an upgrade, or a fixture exists inside the physical walls of your unit, the financial burden of protecting it rests with you. Take 10 minutes today to pull up your HO6 policy and audit your coverage limits. Knowing exactly where that invisible boundary lies is the only way to ensure you're actually protected.